Hey, I'm Shane Chapman. I'm in PMA3. You are all in PMA1. Now, I want to talk to you about JavaScript. You are going to go into HTML and JavaScript. Now, you need to start now. That's the thing. Start now. Don't wait till you get into the class because if you wait till you get into the class, you are going to have a very hard time unless you do know coding. If you know coding, forget all of this. But this is for those who have never coded at all. Once you get into the HTML, you'll start HTML and you'll learn the basics of HTML5. That seems pretty simple and you'll get through that real simple. That's easy. But then they're going to throw JavaScript at you. And you've got to learn the syntax and you've got to learn the loops and the functions and how it all works together. Now, sometimes this can boggle your mind. Sometimes this can give you a little bit of trouble. But if you pay attention to what I'm going to say, it might help you out a little bit. One of the things that I would suggest is, as I said, start now. Everybody that's enrolled in Full Sail gets a Lydia account. Go to your Lydia account and start studying now. I can't stress that enough. If you start now, you'll have such an easy time on it. Besides the Lydia account, there's tons of W3 Schools is an excellent resource for jQuery help. I mean, that's another thing. You're going to go from HTML to JavaScript, from JavaScript back into HTML and JavaScript together, and then all of a sudden they're going to wrap all that into jQuery, HTML, and JavaScript. This can get really confusing real quick if you don't pay attention, and you need to learn all this. Another thing you're going to have to pay attention to is CSS. Anybody who's done any kind of this got me in a loop. I used to be good in HTML3. Well, we haven't used that in years anymore, but I've still been writing things in HTML3 because I've just never cared. Now there's all kinds of new rules. With CSS, we get rid of all the nifty little tags like center. I won't get into the CSS. I don't like it, but you need to learn it. It's really important. The other thing you might want to look at is a good book series is from O'Reilly, and it's called the Head First books. The Head First books are designed to teach someone from ground zero in a fun way that doesn't really put you to sleep like a normal textbook would. You can get the one I have is HTML, CSS, and Ajax. Well, they're not really, or it's XML. They're not really using that anymore, so the new one is HTML5, which is the good book to get, and that includes your CSS in it. That's a great resource to have. The other books they have is they also have a JavaScript book. There's also a jQuery book, but you really don't need it because jQuery's website has a huge resource of documentation that works really well. Another thing you're going to want to look at is the JQ mobile side. Get real advanced in that. You want to learn that real good. Like I said, if you take these cores and you learn these things now while you have some free time in the easy classes, and these are easy classes because I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to get hard, and it's going to get hard fast. But if you learn this now while you still got the easy stuff going on, you will just fly through. I mean, if you can't get it, and also the other good thing is the Facebook page. Look it up. The Full Sail Facebook page for mobile development is a great resource of all kinds of people that would love to help. So this is Shane Chapman for PMA3, and I hope all you guys in PMA1 will have a great time with this. Bye.